Okay? Alright, so we're going to do the large intestine channel, large intestine 1 through 5, and large intestine 11. Okay, so the large intestine channel starts off on the index finger. Okay, this is going to be Shangyang. Okay, this point is off the radial corner of the index fingernail, 0.1 sun off that corner right here. So this is where I would find Shangyang right here. Okay. That's the Jingwell point of the large intestine channel. Okay. The next point is large intestine 2, the Erjian, the second space. So the best thing to do is put the hand in this position with the pinky resting on the table. You're going to be focusing on this radial edge of the index finger. So I just start off from here, and I just slide along the this ridge line of the index finger, and my finger just sort of stops naturally as it runs up against the this metacarpal phalangeal joint. So it stops right here. There's very little tissue there. It just feels like I'm right on bone, but that is where the point is. Okay, it's on the border between, they call it the red and white skin, but it's the border between the pale skin and the dark skin. Okay, and I would locate it right here. Okay. That's large intestine 2. Okay. The next point is Sanjian, or large intestine 3, the third space. So after large intestine 2, we just cross over the metacarpal phalangeal joint right here. We roll over this hill, and then we fall into the depression on the proximal side. And this would be where large intestine 3 would be. Okay, Sanjian. So Jingwell, Ying Spring, and shoestring point of the channel. Okay. Next point is large intestine 4, the most commonly used point in acupuncture, Hergu, or joining valley. So there's different ways of locating the point. Okay. What we can do is feel for the ends of the metacarpal bone right here. So this is the distal end of the metacarpal bone, and the proximal end is here. Okay. You can't really see it, but if you feel for it, you can definitely feel the ends of that bone. So large intestine 4 is supposed to be located on the midpoint of this second metacarpal bone. So these are the two ends. This is the midpoint. So I could locate this point just off the metacarpal bone, just off the just on the radial border of that second metacarpal bone. I think more commonly, though, the point is located more in the fleshy area. Okay, so let me just mark the more common location of this point. It's still level with the midpoint of the second metacarpal bone, but it's usually in this fleshy portion right here. So you have to kind of have the hand like this, with the fingers together. This flesh will rise up. You find the highest point right there, and you can needle this point as large intestine 4. This is probably the more common location for the point. Okay. Large intestine 5 is Yangshi, Yang stream. Okay, that is located in the anatomical snuff box. So we can ask the patient to do the hitchhiker's thumb, or you can actually lift their thumb up. The depression will still become prominent. Let's move like this. And then, so this would be the depression right here. And large intestine 5 is located right in that center of that depression. Yeah. Okay, good. And then let's do one more point. That's going to be the large intestine 11. So you ask the patient to put their arm in this C3PO position. You can scoot into the desk, and then so you can rest it on the table. Okay, so this is the transverse, the end of the transverse cubital crease right here. This can be a general guide to get you in the location where the point is. Okay, but to be more precise, you have to feel for the lateral epicondyle of the humerus. So this is the lateral epicondyle right here. Okay. If you want to find the lateral epicondyle of the humerus, you can start on the elbow crease, just slide out, and then the first bony prominence you feel is the lateral epicondyle. If you go too far, you're going to be on the olecranon over here. So you want to make sure you're on this bony prominence. Okay. This is the lateral epicondyle, and then we also want to feel for lung 5. Lung 5 is just radial to the tendon of biceps brachii. So I put my middle finger on lung 5, my thumb on the lateral epicondyle. That leaves my index finger to find the midpoint right here. And this will be where I locate large intestine 11. And you can kind of see it's close to the end of the transverse cubital crease right there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 11. Okay.